Right, hello again. This will be a slightly different video compared to the last couple of ones which I did in Destiny 2, whereas they were more breaking down just and giving a general explanation on what the different weapon stats and armor stats mean and how to try and use them to the fullest. This will be more so to do with just a little tip for people who didn't quite know. Currently I am in the Last Wish raid in the Dreaming City. So Dreaming City is here. Click on Last Wish, and even though I'm here on my own and clearly I'm not going to be able to do the raid, I'm stood right outside the entrance to the first encounter. If you just ignore that, for those of you who didn't know, you can come over to here. There's a rock here, and follow these little lights, and there's a method in which you can get either a weapon piece, a weapon or a armor piece from the raid without actually having to complete the raid. If you follow this path, go through this bit, and there will be a wish wall which you can see here. Each of these will come up with different symbols, and they'll all come and they will all cycle through the same one. If you want to get it back to the black, you'll have to just keep going. You can't fire at it more than once, as it won't work. But you can find the codes online, or I'll try and do a video showing them, or depends on actually if I can get this one done quickly, which basically can help you skip the first encounter, and there's a way in which that you can get back to the a raid chest, which, like I said, can contain will contain a random armor or weapon. I'm up to obviously the point now where I have the armor, I don't need any more of it, but I'd like the different weapons. If you are just a solo player like me, then obviously this will be effectively your only method of getting this raid gear, other than finding some people to do the different things with. You can find these codes, like I said, online. There is a link for it on Reddit. I'll possibly see if I can keep it in the comments, but let's see how fast I can get these down. I'm just doing this one from memory because I've done this a lot. Do that. Now these symbols are key in the raid, so it isn't just like a random wall of like, why is it suddenly fish, why is it suddenly dragons or birds. These do actually have a meaning and a key, and it is basically a key to beating encounters in the raid. Now that should be all correct. So there you go, you wish to stay here forever, which then basically helps skip the encounter. Now this was designed in a way that so that people could, let's say you want to test out something on the second encounter, or skip, heck, even all the way to the boss, you can just do that. So there's the door to second encounter. First encounter's all the way back there. If you just turn around, come all the way back, it tends to be a lot easier when you have a lot more mobility, as you will need to do some jumps, but effectively you're just sneaking back to get a hidden chest, which can contain some obviously really useful and admittedly cool looking items. I've done this obviously a number of times. Like I said, you can do it once per character per week. You can always tell if you've done it where if you go actually on the screen to select the raid, it comes up with a like, oh, do you want to keep going from the last checkpoint? If it says that, then you want to, you know, you've already done it for the week. But if you just come back here, like I said, it's nice if you got decent amount of mobility, as some of these jumps can be a bit annoying at times. But once you get to this bit, you want to effectively drop down onto this ledge here, and here's a chest, and obviously found a bit of loot, and I got some gloves, which just got sent to my mailbox. But that's generally how you can, that's just a little tip for how you can effectively sneak into the raid, grab a chest, and possibly end off with some very useful gear without actually even having to do any encounters. And you can do this effectively up to 3 times a week.